So today is the 56th day in a row that I have been closed down. Definitely getting over it at this point, like just sick of it altogether. I wanted to get this video up because there's a lot of misconception about what's going on. In a past video, I mentioned the pause ending on the 15th, and I was planning on returning that day. However, now they've come up with phases, and I might not be able to do that. Um, I'm hoping I could fall into phase two, which is professional services. I don't see why I can't, seeing how I'm extremely low risk. I've got 15 years of reputation backing that, as far as people catching anything from me or my shop. Um, Infections, this or that. I've always run a pretty tight ship, and I know some of my colleagues do as well. Guys I've worked with in the past. So there's a few of us that I feel should be allowed to open in phase two. However, if we can't, then we're going to be stuck in phase four, which arts falls into. If that's the case, buckle up, because it's going to be another month before I'm open again. And that's only going to screw my schedule even worse. I've got appointments going all the way back to March that have been missed now, on top of appointments for June and July, and hopefully we can keep some of those appointments, seeing how this plays out. But a lot of people are telling me, well, you should just go down to the shop anyways, do a few, nobody needs to know. I I've thought the same thing. You guys aren't giving me any ideas that haven't crossed my mind. I would have much rather had been making money than suffering like I did for the first 5-6 weeks, broke. But the reason why I don't do that is the same reason why I don't cut any corners any other time. I don't want to be the one putting people at risk. You know, Everything about the way I was trained and the way that I operate is to minimize risk, so that whether it's a virus or any other type of health concern that could arise from a tattoo. There's no sense in taking the risks. So I simply won't do it. Do I think the risk is minimal? Absolutely. I know how to protect myself. I know how to protect you. The problem is the 6 foot distancing, which I think I could still perform safely at that, within 6 feet distance, but I'm not the one that makes the rules. So that's pretty much where we're at. I've thought about going down, but I won't. I don't want to be the one spreading it, or even being accused of spreading it because I'm open, because then that could open up a whole nother door of being shut down even longer. So we're just kind of riding this out. I'm in a better spot than I was a couple weeks ago, because I finally did get unemployment. All my other guys that I know, guys, girls that tattoo or in other similar fields that still haven't gotten their unemployment, I feel for those guys, because I was there just 2 weeks ago, just not knowing what to do. Granted, I'm not getting very much, but it's better than nothing, and we're set here at my house anyways. I was pretty prepared for a situation like this to begin with. Um, we don't need much, so we've been getting by just fine. It's been kind of nice having a break, although this isn't the terms that I would like a vacation under. You guys can continue to message me. I'll get back to you eventually. I'm not really going nuts in my inbox right now, just because I don't want to have to reply to people 2-3 times. But hopefully these numbers can stay down. The 15th, it's great. The pause ends. But there's a lot of other criteria that's got to be met in order for us all to be allowed to open, not just me, but every other business, which is like 14 days, I think it was, of a decline in cases. The hospitals have to be equipped a certain way, this, that, and the other thing. And for each phase, there's a period in between the next phase, which makes sense, but it's also a lot of it doesn't, which is pretty typical. I try to keep politics out of this, but I've contemplated putting a couple signs on my shop recently. I just try to keep politics out of things. So anyways, that's where we're at. I think I speak for myself and every other of the shops around here, that we're all eager to get back to work. It's been hell for a lot of us, probably most of us, especially the guys in this area, so same with every other small business. When the economy starts opening back up, spend that money in the area because the area needs it. Take care of the small businesses. I don't even care if you don't come see me. Just take care of some small businesses because that's the backbone of this whole area, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So stay tuned. I'll have some more input up as soon as I hear anything else. And hopefully we can get back down there and get to work pretty soon.